This is Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, commencing the Ragchew Net, Saturday Ragchew Net. So, we've got a couple of things. XLX is working. Hotspots are slowly coming in. I don't see any usual suspects other than M0WX, which means cqnorthwest, is connected. So I believe we're going out an endpoint. I've not actually, all I've got is my hotspot to tell you I'm going out at the second, and the audio going up on cqnorthwest. So I'm trying to sort a couple of things at the minute as well. Messages still coming. Of course, I've done the pre-check-ins. I've got myself, I've got Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael is here. N6UTC is listening via YouTube. I forgot to put that as listen only. And Kilo 9 Whiskey Lima Whiskey. Frank, I saw you key up just as I was about to switch over scene on the live stream and start the Ragchew Net. So we'll see if anyone else would like to join in with the Saturday Ragchew Net. We'll see if who else has managed to get on the side there. Go ahead with your call sign, name and location. That's been heard. I'm not expecting massive numbers when the XLX goes down. You can chuck an emergency video out there. So if you are watching on YouTube, there is, you can get onto the XLX, but you need to update your host files first, and you will get here. And of course, if you're using something like WPSD, it takes longer. If you're using normal PyStar, you're okay. So first we go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, who I believe is on cqnorthwest.
Thank you, Chris. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and yes, I am on cqnorthwest, coming into you from a warm, sunny Lebanon, Tennessee, United States of America. It's about 25 degrees Celsius, and like I said, the sun is shining. They were predicting rain, and they got it totally wrong. We got no rain, and we got nothing but sun. But I trusted them and unplugged my antennas, put everything up, and it was a big nothing burger. So we do have the sunshine, and it is looking pretty good here. Looking forward to a good net. I think Stephen might have been taking some time off. I can't remember. Rod said something about maybe not being here. I'm not really for sure. Of course, my mind is about as long as my pinky, so I might have forgotten that all too. But still be a good net with the people we got coming in. I'm sure somebody will join up with us soon. And I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Very much there, Michael, and of course, it's not a Ragchew Net unless something goes wrong. I'm seeing lights light up on what I tried. So it might be going one way, might not be going the other. So we might have a little bit of WiresX in play now. That's hopefully good. So we will go around to Frank now. Kilo 9 Whiskey Lima Whiskey. Frank might have just keyed up just so that he can listen. He might be driving. We'll give a call out, and we'll see if anybody else would like to join us or has managed to join us. If you'd like to join the Saturday Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, so it's just me and you for the moment there, Michael. So I can hear myself coming out somewhere, so I'm going to go and look around the house and see if I can find where I'm actually coming out of. But I'll go around to you there, Michael. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. It looks like for the minute or two, maybe just you and I, and you. I've had our meteorologist missed it this time. We put up our trash cans because we want them blowing away. I unplugged all my antennas before I went to bed last night, and my wife is moving here right now. Is having her 45th high school reunion in a park over here, not too far from the house. And I told her last night, I said, you need to dig out your umbrella and your raincoat because it looks like it's going to be pretty wet by the time you get over there and do it. She said, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to go because if it's going to rain. And when we got up this morning and looked at the radar, looked at the weather, I'm like, I think you're going to need a hat now and some sunscreen because the sun's going to be coming out pretty powerful, so you may need that. So right now she's there, like I said, in the park. I'll see how long she stays, and she may be coming back pretty soon. So, because it is rather warm out today, and it is a sunny day, so I don't think she brought her sunscreen, so she may be getting burnt right now as we speak. So hopefully we'll get joined in by some other people. Other than that, we'll just have our own conversation, I guess. Turn it back to you now, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, well, we give a call out for Frank and see if it is just a case that he's just keyed in or he's just driving. And I'll mark him to listen because when he's driving, he's not allowed to actually talk. But yeah, he may have just messaged, and that'll be it. So I'll now go around to, well, I'm going to try and go to Frank, Kilo 9 Whiskey Lima Whiskey, whilst I catch up on messages. Okay, nothing heard from Frank, so I will just mark him as listening. So is there anybody else who would like to join in on the Saturday Ragchew Net?
W5VOG here. I updated my YStar and it suddenly appeared. So back to you, Chris.
Thanks very much there, Steve. GW5VOG got you in the log there. And of course, yeah, there was a bit of a problem there with yeah, some of the network not working, and of course the XLX, of course, it sustained a power cut earlier today. So I did chuck a little video out there and just said you need to update your host files, and of course, yeah, you can get in via XLX or the normal way. I can hear myself echoing, but if I can hear myself echoing, that means WiresX is working. So that's all pretty good there. So I'll let you have an over there, Steve. GW5VOG, we have Michael in play as well. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Over to you there, Steve.
GW5VOG returning. Yeah, I did hear Michael. Good evening, Michael. Good evening to you, Chris. Yeah, I looked at your video, but to be honest, it went a little bit over my head. I was thinking, what's all this? I can't do this now. Just had me dinner. Anyway, yeah, so I thought there was something wrong. I thought we were getting the evening off for a minute because I do eat just before the Ragchew's due to start, and what I do is I put CQ Northwest on my fusion system, and I listen for the test signals that come at 10 to 7, I think 7 o'clock, 10 past 7, and none came. So I didn't hear anything, so I thought, well, that's funny. So I keyed up on it, and I think that did key up. I've not been to look at the dashboard for that on a computer upstairs. I can't get it anywhere else. But yeah, that might be working. I don't know. Oh no, I've just looked the radios on and nothing's been coming through on it, so it's not. So I thought maybe there was something wrong. Looked on Facebook again to see if you'd cancelled it or something, and saw your video, and so I realised you were having problems. So there we are. Okay. So back to you then, Chris M7CCS from GW5EOG.
Okay, yep, we had a little break there. I didn't blow anything out of the water. So, yeah, I thought I'd try and use MB6 and Mike Charlie, which is City's Gateway. But of course, yeah, I'm going to have to increase the wattage a slight little bit, but I deliberately lowered it down to make sure I didn't interfere with anything I am doing. Yeah, be the long way around, but it may get me there. Yeah, when I'm transmitting on the DMR, I might be desensing quite a little bit. Sooty says he's here as well, so I was going to give a call out and see if anyone else wants to come in, but we'll go straight to Sooty, M7 EMH.
Yeah, Mike 7 Echo Mike Hotel. Back to you. Yeah, it's going one way, but not the other, so that's fine. I'm going on to DMR. Very good evening, everybody. To Michael, Steve, and yourself there, Chris. It's been a long time since I've been on a Saturday night, but we haven't got anything to do. We haven't been anywhere, and yeah, I've been playing around with radios and yeah, sorting stuff out in bits and pieces. And Sue's been absolutely really marvellous today, because she found something that I've been looking for ages, which I will elaborate on next over. Yeah, all's good, and it's nice to see the other side working. Managed to find my network radio, and that's coming out on Peanut, so that's pretty good, via CQ Northwest. I haven't listened to it, obviously, because, you know, with everything else going on, but everything else seems to be going all right. Been across the dashboards, doesn't seem to be any issues anywhere, so it's all good. So, yeah, playing around with radios and, yeah, ordering new radios. Oh dear. But the wife was here, so I haven't got to hide it. She knew exactly what I was doing, so I'm okay. I'm not in trouble. But there we are. Pass it back to you, Chris. M7CCS from Mike 7 Echo Mike Hotel.
Charlie Sierra. Well, yep, it's strange hearing myself coming out of that Echolink as well. So, well, not myself, but oh, I am laughing. So, yeah, no, it was definitely, was hearing you coming out of there, but, yeah, I think it might not go in one way, it will not be another. But, yeah, at least, as long as we get those messages out there, just, yeah, we get that message, and if you can get on CQ Northwest or directly on XLX0423, or even looking right in the pier on the platform, and try one connected to multiple data, that'll work. So, yeah, if you you'd like to be number 7 in terms of Saturday Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, nothing heard, so we go back up to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Not just me and you anymore. You know, those little secret chats we had where I said, yeah, we'll send the network down and then we can have a private date. Oh, I'm so sorry that they've managed to work it out and get in. I'm only joking. Over to you then, Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here, and Steven shows up just after you started talking bad about him. That's really good. And Sudi, we're so glad to have you join us. I'll ignore whatever Chris was saying about you just a couple of minutes ago. No, I'm just kidding. But it's good to have you all join in. I think the ghost of Marconi is making this happen, helping us get the communications over the digital mediums, just like he used to do over the air. So I'm thankful for him getting the gremlins out of the way. Although, Chris, your last over, it was pretty broken up. I was getting about every, I don't know, not every other word, but every other word and a half or so. So we still have a little bit of problems coming from your side of the world. I guess. I don't know. It could be my side of the world these days. I don't really know. But glad everybody joined us in. And so it looks like Chris and I can quit talking about everybody really bad and get on with the net. I really, the whole Marconi Day really is interesting. There's probably not a whole lot of people in the world besides ham radio people that know about that, especially the people that were listening or know the history of like the things like the Titanic when it was going down. The operators on it were sending out not SOS, it was another form of SOS at that point in time. And probably there's not a lot of people that know that history. So I'm glad we're continuing this history with release the operators for those new ones that come down the line, and they'll know how we got here from the beginning to where we got to now. And with that, Chris, I'll turn it over to you again. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, we'll try doing something about descents and anything. The only thing I'm descenting is me receiving City's Gateway back. Yeah, I'm hearing the odd little dotty dot. Yeah, I can now hear some audio coming back as well, which makes me confirm that I am getting through. So thanks for letting me know I was not getting through too well. I did put a dummy load on the gateway so that didn't interfere with what I was doing. But it was just stopping the DMR radio from getting through occasionally. So I've chucked that to an external antenna, which is it's far enough away, and it just desenses the receive when I key up on DMR. Yeah, not an issue there at all. His key's still going one way over to WiresX on our side. I do see a comment on YouTube, along with a lot of others which are just sitting there in my personal messages. But yeah, someone says my DMR has gone down. I'm not getting through on cqnorthwest. Try XLX042D. Try the TGIF talk group number. So if you look at the keypad on your radio, in visual W.D.R.G if you're in the Nokia format, and you'll get the talk group number for the TGIF. So you can try that as well. Or you can, you could try cqnorthwest. I didn't actually, I think they have TGIF and DMR. I think they have 3 DMR as well. So there are a few options for cqnorthwest. It's worth giving it a go. If not, try their Echolink. But we've had a couple of problems here on the W.D.R.G as well. So yeah, it seems network-wide as we're interconnected. Hi. So, we will go round to Steve, GW5VOG.
GW5VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. I don't know, I missed a tiny bit of your over then because I was doing something. But so you may have mentioned this. On my dashboard, Rod came up for, I think, 1 of the second. So it looked like he was trying to get in at some time. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, so we've definitely got the gremlins in the works today, haven't we? I'm still, for some reason, not getting anything on YSF. So, and I've been trying to find your live feed as well, but you're obviously not doing one at the moment. Is that correct, Chris? Let me know when I go back to you. Anyway, yeah, I managed to join in Saturday Net right at the end on Wednesday. So that was good, and it was quite successful. He had quite a few people on, I think. So, yeah, good evening to Sutty. So hopefully you're staying on for the whole Ragchew, or we're going to be a bit short of things to say. But anyway, there we are. Been doing gardening today. The weather's been lovely today, actually. We've got full sun all day and no cold breeze today. So it's been really, really nice. In fact, it was getting to be too hot at the end. So with that, back to you, Chris, M7CCS from GW5VOG.
Seven Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, the YouTube live link has just been posted on the Ragchew Net as a friend on Facebook, and I will shortly get it over onto the Saturday pages when the phone stops messing me around and trying to take me somewhere I don't want to go. But yeah, it always does that when you don't want to. Yeah, but of course the links will get out there. So yeah, I will check it on the Wales Digital Radio group now as well. But yeah, my bad. I normally check it out on the bottom. But yeah, pretty much figured out just when I was doing my, should we say, flight pre-checks, is what I would normally call it. I found out that I couldn't get into the network, and some of it wasn't working. So yeah, it's been a bit of a stressful hour or so. But yeah, it's now on the Wales Digital Radio group, and I will get it on the Saturday Ragchew pages. Yeah, well, not as we speak. We'll go round to City M7EMH. Round to you there, City.
Yeah, Mike 7 Echo Mike Hotel, back in great, and thanks for that, Chris. And yeah, just for anybody's thing, TGIF number is 9374. Just makes it a bit easier. Yeah, so what have we been up to this week? Well, we've got 2 meters up and running, FTA and sideband and FM. We've got 4 meters up and running via the Icon 700. That's all working. Just a shame there's nobody out there, or there probably is, but it's just yeah, just being in the right place at the right time. We've also I've also got my big batteries out the shed, and in the process of livening them back up. And shortly the FTM 200 is going back in the car, sorted that all out, and we've put an order in today for a new 4-meter radio, which will hopefully arrive this week. Well, yeah, next week I should say. and I managed to find my old one, which I blew up, but I can still download the information, so I can just literally put the new one on and upload all the stuff that I had on the original one. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good. The only thing I haven't done at the moment is the HF side, because obviously that's going to take a bit longer and a bit more dedication to it. Got most of the stuff in place, and yeah, it's work in progress, as they say. But yeah, so it's all looking pretty good. And then obviously in the meeting tomorrow, we'll sort out what we're going to do about SOS, which way we're going to do it, how we're going to do it, and see what happens with that. I'm getting geared up for it, and yeah, it's all looking pretty good. It's all working. No serious issues anywhere. All the laptops are working as they should do. And radio's working properly. The login software is working properly. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling, so to speak. So I'll pass it back to you, M7CCS from Mike 7 FL Mike Hotel.
Thanks very much there, City, and yep, I've managed to get those links out. Helps if you're in the right account. But yep, I've got the YouTube live out there now, so anybody there that should be able to find it. But if not, yeah, if you don't want to do the fiddling on Facebook, just type my call sign Mike 7 Charlie Sierra in, and there is a tab called Live. Click it under Live, you'll see a picture of Marconi. That is today's Ragchew. So we will now try and go round to Rod G0EUZ. I know he was trying to get into you on Wednesday, City, but yeah, he was having hotspot issues. But that 0.1 of a second is normally key in to see if you're getting in there, Steve. So Rod, let's see if you're there. G0EUZ. It looks like comment on YouTube may be correct then. DMR isn't working on CQ Northwest because I'm looking at the XLX reflector. I saw Rod at M0NWX, but there was no audio at all. So yeah, if you can try and get onto the XLX 042, but yeah, it's not working there, Rod. Right, we'll see if we can get anyone else to join the Saturday Ragchew Net. Hopefully Rod can find another way in there, maybe fire his WiresX up. But is there anybody else that would like to join the Saturday Ragchew Net? If you've managed to get here, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, I've heard that there is an Echolink station, I think it is, or a WiresX station, but unfortunately the audio is only going one way. It's if you only have a Yaesu radio and you have a hotspot, try YSF-00252 with a DigiID of 13, and you'll get in. So yeah, I did hear that there was a station there. I'm trying to get to the Echolink so I can see who it was there. It was James G5VWJ. But yeah, unfortunately, it needs to be directly on the WiresX. There are a couple of gremlins in the system tonight. I will put the call sign in as listening though. G5VWJ. James, and yeah, it comes up with nothing, but I think it's James on the boat, and the call sign's updated. Yeah, unfortunately didn't get that one. Is there anyone else who would like to try and get to us on the Saturday Ragchew Net? Nothing heard, and apologies to James there, unless you can get in directly on the XLX 042. So go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. He's going to tell me now that he's on CQ Northwest. Over to you there, Michael.
Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here. And I'm like Steven, I saw Rod on my dashboard. It's been a few minutes now, I guess probably about 10 minutes. He was on there just that one time, and so something has happened to him. But hopefully I'll get it figured out before the hour is out, and everything will go that way. I guess what I'll do is I'll start up with some food porn, starting with today. My wife is having her 45th high school reunion today, and some may not like this. I don't know. This is not a vegetarian type thing for Rod. For Steven. But she got the smoker. She feels a little bit better this week, so she felt good enough to get the smoker going. And she smoked some baked beans with some bits of brisket in it. So we got baked beans with brisket. It tasted wonderful. I had some for my lunch before she left for the reunion. And this is the one that maybe a lot of people may not like it unless you've tried it. She took some bologna and she put a rub on it, and then she put it on the smoker and smoked it for about an hour, and it changes the entire texture, the flavor of the bologna to something totally different. You can tell, that you're not going to say it tastes like steak or anything like that, but it is a vast improvement over just plain old bologna. It surely tastes good. And so that's something we do here in the summertime. It's a cheap way of smoking a meat and making it so much better. Like a lot of the ways, if you have tough meat, you may, beat it with a meat hammer, tenderize a thing like this, and you turn it into something better. The bologna, just like a hot dog, you smoke it or cook it a different way, it gives a totally different taste and texture. So that is my food porn for this time. Hopefully Rod is getting his situation figured out, and I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks very much there, Michael. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. So we will go round to Steve. GW5 VOG. Round to you there, Steve.
GW5 VOG are returning. I've just been Googling what baloney is, Michael, because I've forgotten. A long time since I've heard any mention of that. And it did say it's a sausage with sort of not the best cuts of meat in it. But this is the thing which I remembered. It also means nonsense. So a load of baloney means a load of stupid things, a load of stupidity. And apparently that started in 1922. That was first used. God knows why, but there we are. Anyway, I did remember that, but I couldn't remember what baloney actually was. And there we are. It's a sausage. There are loads of kinds of sausagey things, aren't there, that people hang up for days and days and things like that. We have black pudding in the UK, which I haven't eaten for a long time. It's not a vegetarian thing by any means. It's pig's blood and fat mixed together and congealed, and we used to fry it. I used to love it, actually. It's a very north of England thing, so they don't have it so much down here in the south, but I think the French quite like it. They eat it as well. So there, that'll do for my food porn. I just had a quiche, broccoli and something or other, spinach quiche, with a salad. That was all I had. I am quite full, actually, because I made some potato salad and made rather a lot of it and ate quite a lot of it. So there we are. I've got your live stream on now, Chris. See your Marconi thing. You're not allowed.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yep. Glad you found the live stream there, and it's all good there, Steve. So, yep, normally I check it out on the bottom of the auto post. I edit that post about 3 times in the day by adding the links on, and I finally add the YouTube link. But like I said, yeah, Sooty's got less hair now, and so have I. I've probably got a few white ones coming. Round to you there, 50 M7 EMH, right? Over to you.
Yeah, mate, some Echo my hotel, battery grit, and thanks for that, Chris. Yeah, my food porn for tonight is, yes, I can remember bologna. Haven't seen it for a while, but yes, I used to get that small tubes over here and make sandwiches out of it and all sorts of stuff. Black pudding, white pudding, yeah, love it. Because obviously being an ex-coach driver, going over to Ireland, it's white pudding, and over here it's black pudding. And yeah, funny enough, I got the wife onto it, and she likes it. So yeah, it's pretty good. As far as foods tonight, we are going to have a salmon salad, I do believe, with some potatoes and bits and pieces and coleslaw and all the gubbins to go with it. So yeah, something to look forward to. I don't know whether we're getting some dropouts or whatever, but everything seems stable this side, but we are just missing just sometimes just the odd word here and there, so nothing to worry about that much. So that's the food porn done, and yeah, the old car's going well after I spent loads of money on it. Give it a good wash and a hoover yesterday. Noticed some bits and pieces I've got to do on it, bodywork wise, which I've got the stuff here to do. Because I noticed there was some swirls on there, and somebody's been at it with bloody rubbish stuff, so it needs a little bit of TLC. But yeah, last time I fueled it up, which was 2 weeks ago, cost me 14 quid with these prices that we've got over here. So yeah, good motoring, and yeah, done some miles as well. So that's all going well. And as I said, the batteries are coming up quite nicely. So yeah, it's all looking good. So I've got this 4-meter radio. I've got my antennas ready. So get them in the car and yeah, leave the wife and get on and do some stuff. But in the meantime, I'll pass it back to you. M7CCS from Night 7, Echo Mike Hotel.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there, City. Yep, it's come to a crash. But, yeah, I'm still going out there. Right, we will try for Rod again, G0 EZ, but I believe it was the audio wasn't getting through, and I believe he normally uses CQ Northwest. We'll try for Rod one more time, G0 EZ. Okay, nothing heard there. Right, we will go round, well, we can't go round to James, because the Echolink isn't working. But he is listening through, and I was right on the new call sign. He messaged me privately to confirm that. Yeah, I can see one in CQ Northwest Peanut, Golf 8. I think it's OOZ. It might be Golf 80 S. Yeah, we'll try and see if you want to join in with the Saturday Ragchew Net. Okay, our market is just listening, but that is Michael in life, is what the log's saying. Yeah, it is, I did put the call sign correct. We will go round to Michael again. Of course, got to start my food porn. Of course, yeah, my food porn for the week. Well, not for the week, but yesterday. Yeah, we had a kebab yesterday from the kebab van. And today, we're having a kebab, but we're having healthy kebab. Yeah, it's basically our normal fake away healthy kebab. But of course, pretty much last night we said, oh, we can't have kebab, and then have kebab again. We said, yeah, we can. Yeah, I can smell that coming up the stairs of the slow cooker. That's my little bit of food porn out of the way there. So we'll go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here. And I don't know if I talked about this before, but I picked up a new radio. It's a model thing. It's a cheap radio. It's a little Chinese radio that just kind of interested me. It has a really cool looking little bit to it. It's tri-band, and it also picks up the Air Force band. Also, it was for here it was about less than $25, which it's pretty decent looking radio. It actually sounds pretty good, and like I say, you can pick up the Air Force stations, tri-band. Well, we don't have any tri-band people in our area. The 220 band doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't quite understand that because it's in between a 2 meter and a 70 centimeter. You would think since it does some of each band, it would be a more popular radio. And I looked on the repeater book I have here for this state, and there's not that many repeaters even for that. There's about 2 or 3 in Nashville, which is a new distance away from me, and I can't hear it from here. But it's a cool looking little radio, and I've enjoyed it so far. I've got quite a collection now of the little handhelds, so I get them out and play with them every once in a while just to see what they can do. Take them outside, especially with summer coming, being able to get out a little bit more, get out and try the little handhelds and see what I can reach out to and see who I can talk to. So that's what I'm doing for this week, and trying out. Since we had some decent weather, we're actually in a drought condition right now. Not much rain here lately. What little rain we got, it kind of evaporates before it hits the ground or right after it hits the ground. So we're in need of some rain soon. And we'll see how that goes. And with that, Chris, I'll turn it back to you. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, 7 Charlie Sierra. Thanks very much there, Michael. So we will go round to Steve now, GW5VOG. Round to you there, Steve.
GW5VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I just glanced over to the live feed about 5 minutes ago, and my last over was still on there, so it must have been lagging behind. It's caught up now. But I timed out. That was the mystery of why I got cut off. I wasn't quite sure what happened, but I timed out. So sorry about that. And yeah, so radio-wise, one day, I think it was, I don't think I mentioned this last week, my HF long wire aerial, I mended it. We had a storm quite about 8 months ago, maybe, I don't know, fair long time ago, and the mounting broke where it's mounted onto the end of my roof at the back of my house. But I have like a safety wire on it as well to stop it falling if it does, which just goes through the window of the bedroom, and that caught it, and it's been hanging like a meter lower than where it should be since then. So anyway, I've actually got round to mending it, so it's back in its proper position and a meter higher at the house end. So hopefully that'll make it a tiny bit more efficient. So I'm pleased I did that. And also today, although it was at the end of the afternoon, so I haven't actually done anything with it, I got out I've got an earth rod mounting and a few different frequency ham sticks. So I got all that out, drove the earth rod into the lawn in the back garden, and I've got to sort out some what's names, well, I've forgotten what they're called now. The wires that stick out, the ground plane wires. So I've got to do them. I've only got one left on, the others have all disappeared somehow. So I'm going to try that out tomorrow if it stays nice and sunny like it's been today. So that's radio, and yeah. So I'll pass back to you for a timeout again. M7CCS from GW5VOG.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, you didn't time out this time, so it's all good. So we're back round to City, M7EMH. Round to you now, City.
Yeah, Mike 7 there for Mike Hotel, back in the middle of cooking dinner. Well, it's not cooking dinner, is it? It's preparing dinner. But there we are. Sue's coming in after setting fire to half the garden and getting rid of some stuff and bits and pieces. So yeah, it's all looking good. Yeah, so not much else to add really, apart from the fact that yeah, obviously everybody knows that the nets have changed on Wednesday, so we're not doing the Wednesday afternoon, we're doing it fortnightly in the evening, and see how that goes. And yeah, I've got to say the network seems to be working okay. Getting it all out, and just the odd little, you know, as I said earlier, just the odd word now and again, a little squeak, but on the whole, it seems to be working actually pretty good, to be perfectly fair. Same is good on Peanut. sounds good on DStar. So yeah, all rock and rolling really. Just waiting on some stuff to come. As I said, all the new radio. Also, I'm waiting for Starlink to come. And hopefully that's going to improve my internet. So hopefully it'll be better for the TV and the hotspots and the gateway and everything else. Because obviously it can handle it. And we'll see how it goes. I've got a month's trial on it, and if I don't like it, I can send it back. So, yeah, see what happens. Should be good. So, with this, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to save my 7.3s now, because obviously I've got to get on and, as I said, I'm in the middle of preparing dinner. But it was nice to be back on, even though it'd be brief. And good to catch up with you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna say 7.3s because we've got some television to watch as well whilst we're having dinner. Because it's the first Saturday we've managed to stay in for a change. So I'm gonna say 7.3s, but we will be back, no problem at all. So 7.3s all. Take it steady, take it easy. We will catch up with you all very, very soon. Take care. Look after yourselves. Back to you, Chris.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, yep, 7-3 to you there, City. And yep, it's time to mark Roger's listening. And I think he needs to, yeah, send me a message, send me some screenshots, show me what's going on. So, yeah, and of course, yeah, James, you know that's listening now as well. So we are back. Well, we give a call and see if anyone else is there. If you would like to join in on the Saturday Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and over. Okay, nothing heard. So back up to the top of the list, we will go to Michael. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo and the Papa here. And Sudi, it's been a while since I've heard you on here, and I really enjoyed hearing you. I should have said something in the last couple of overs. I kept forgetting it is. You get on here and you get to talk about other things, and then you forget what you really want to say. So it's so good to hear your voice back on the radio on this side. And usually I have something going on Wednesdays most of the time when you're doing your net, so I haven't been able to log in. And it looks like I'm going to be doing some more things here pretty soon. I think the 7th of May. I don't know if that's next week or the week after. I think it's next week, but I'm not sure. Then I got to go in for another evaluation on my left leg. Seem to be walking on the outside edge of my foot and ankle, and it's giving me some trouble. So I'm going to go back in and get an evaluation for more physical therapy. The left side is my stroke side. That entire side was affected by my stroke, and so I guess through the years and me getting older as I'm going, I'm beginning to walk on that outside ledge, and it's beginning to affect my ankle and my knee. It seems to bow out that direction, and I certainly do not want to have either one of those replaced at this time and period in my life. So we're going to go over there and see what the physical therapist can do for me, and I may be doing a couple of appointments during the week for that, and probably complaining about it when I'm not there, because they're the nicest people in the world that will ever hurt you as a physical therapist. But they do you good, so it's hard to complain. But you are worn out by the time the day ends, and you're very much ready to get back home and get your feet up in the air and kind of rest them a little bit. So, got new stuff coming to work on my body some more, and Lord, does it need it. It's one of those cars that's got over 250,000 miles and needs some repairs. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thank you, Michael. So, we'll go round to Steve, GW5VOG. Back round to you there, Steve.
GW5VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, so the other thing I've been doing today is watching football on the television, and weirdly, there were two matches that we wanted to watch on at the same time today. Manchester City were playing in the semi-final of the FA Cup against Southampton, which they managed to win, and that's my team that I support, Manchester City. And Arsenal were playing Newcastle in the Premier League, and my son, who works for Sky and is a broadcast director, was actually directing the live coverage of that match. And so my wife likes to watch it because he's doing it, and she sort of supports Arsenal as well because he does. He's been a big Arsenal fan since he was a little boy. Yeah. And my other son, actually, Michael, do you remember we were talking about the Lego advert? It wasn't the one that was in the Super Bowl because I did see that subsequently, and it wasn't that. It's the thing for the Pokemon. You can buy the very expensive Lego kits to make Pokemon figures. Anyway, he did that advert about 6 months ago, and 2 weeks ago, his agent was contacted. They're making another one follow-up, so he's doing that again. And on Monday, he's going to Denmark to first of all to the Lego factory town, which is where he went to before, but he's only staying 1 day there this time, and he's going to Copenhagen for 3 days, which he's very pleased about because it's such a cooler city than the place where the Lego factory is. It's just an industrial town. So he's got 3 days there, then 1 day back in the Lego place. So yeah, so he's quite pleased. He's got that advert again because it's quite very good money. Pays his rent for a few months, or his mortgage, should I say, for a few months, and it's because it's an online advert. Not that many people see it because he's a bit sort of snooty about doing adverts. He thinks it's a little bit beneath him, you know what I mean? But as I say, it helps to pay his bills. So okay, with that, Chris, back to you. M7CCS from GW5VOG.
Like 7 Charlie Sierra. Thanks very much there, Steve. So, I'm going to go to James, but don't need to go to James. He can't get to us. He is only listening. But he's still got the Ragchew Net anyway, hasn't he? So that's all good. Right. What we'll do now? Oh, I can see it. I can see the odd drop. No, that was just catching up on my screen. Yeah, not a problem. So we'll give a little quick call out, and we'll see if anyone else is out there. If not, I'll leave it up to the two final participants, whether we do the 7-3 round or whether we do another round. Right, is there anyone else who would like to join the Saturday Ragchew Net? Go ahead for your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, nothing heard. So, we'll put it round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here. Let me see if I've got this straight because I don't want to mess this up. Are you asking if we want to do another 73 round? Because I will say, I have to confess, I am running out of things to say. I was going to tell Stephen, American football again is coming to Europe. They're going to have 3 games of our American football, professional football, coming to London. They'll be in 2 different stadiums there. So if you want to watch some American football players play that game, it's a little bit different from what you have over there. And so I know that's coming out, and our season will be starting soon. We're doing our draft right now. And what else was I going to say? I don't really remember. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Chris, and say, I'm fine if you want to end it. I'm trying to come up with things to say at this point in time. So if you want to go to a 73 round, I'm more than willing to do that. And I'll turn it back to you at this point in time and see what maybe you and Stephen both have to say. I'll go with majority rule. We like to do it like that every once in a while. Whiskey Alpha 5 for Romeo India Papa.
Like 7 Charlie Sierra. Yep. Well, I leave it up to the people inside the net. And like I said, we're running out of things to talk about. So we'll go round to Steve and ask the same question. Round to you there, Steve.
TW5VOG turning. Thank you, Chris. Yes, I agree with Michael. I think we better finish early. I'm having a job thinking of things to say. I think my brain's a bit tired today, actually. So not just because there's not many people here. Yeah, I went to bed too late last night, so I hadn't had enough sleep. So yeah, makes it more difficult. I always mean to do notes, but I was a bit late coming to sit down and do this tonight, so I was a bit disorganized, and then the system not working threw me out even more. So I haven't been writing things down. Yeah, I can't really think of much more to say. The American football, I'm not. I have watched a couple of matches on TV. I'm not a big fan of it. It's kind of it's a bit like our rugby actually, but a lot more elaborate. Lots of things. Like you have players that come on just to take a kick and stuff like that. That's those sort of weird things and timeouts and stuff like that. But I have got a nephew who lives not a million miles away, and he's mad on it, and he will be going to see all the matches that are in London when they come. He loves it, and he watches it on TV, and yeah, he'll be doing that. So I'll hear about it soon after. So there we are. I think it's a good thing that they come to Europe. Perhaps we'll send some Premiership teams over to play in America. Might be a good idea, but there we go. Okay, so back to you, and then we'll do the 73 as it next go. So M7CCS from GW5VOG.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. So yeah, there's 73. We got there. Steve just still wanted his 3 minutes of over. Yeah, of course, somebody put some free wood around the area today. It was a builder. And they put it somewhere, and then they put a post on Facebook, and they pretty much said, yeah, if you want it, grab it, sort of thing. I grabbed a couple of bits. I've made a new fence, and so yeah, I didn't mention that. But yeah, I've done that. But yeah, the guy closest to us, and I've got the window open because it's warmer, and of course he's got a log burner, so he's seen it as free wood. So I'm hearing wood being chucked down, so yeah, it's niggling at me a little bit. So we go over to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa for your 7-3.
Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here, and this will do the 73 round. We didn't have a large group, but we had a quality group. I'm surely glad we had Stephen and I and you here to basically set the base for the whole net. And Sooty was good. It was a nice surprise to have him in here. I wish Rob could have joined us. I really do. I always like him when he's there. But maybe we can get him in next week. But it's been a good net overall. I still enjoy it. Even the net with a few people is better than no net at all. So at this point in time, I'm gonna say 73 to everybody out there, and everybody stay safe. We'll all gather up next Saturday and hope for less gremlins and things to be a better net with everybody, our good core group plus a little bit of people. So 73 from Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yep, 73 there, and of course, yeah, we'll catch you next week. So we will go round now to GW5VOG, and I'm totally in agreement. Better to have a net than no net at all. And of course, like I said, we've had those chances, and you get those chances to know each other a little bit better because there's not such a big group. Anyway. 7-3 to you there, Michael. We'll go round to Steve, GW5VOG, for your 7-3.
GW5VOG returning. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Michael. And if you're still listening, thank you to Sooty. As you said, Michael, shame Rod couldn't get on. He was trying, so he did try. He was there and he was trying. So, yeah, we've had the gremlins tonight anyway. But don't despair, Chris, because you've got Marconi on there. It's Marconi Day. Marconi had lots of problems. When he did the transmission from Lavanot to Flathome, it was just by chance that they thought they'd move the antenna a little bit nearer to the island because they weren't getting through, and without realizing, they changed the length of the wire and the frequency. They didn't know anything about frequencies in those days, but they just changed the length of the wire and got through. And similarly, with his first call across the Atlantic, it was very, very difficult, and a lot of people think that he pretended he got through the first time because he had all the press there and didn't want to admit that it wasn't working. So there we are. Everyone has gremlins. So 73 to everybody. Best wishes to you all. And yeah, we'll be here next Saturday, hopefully, without any gremlins. So M7CCS from GW5VOG in a group. Back to you, Chris.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, we've got the W.D.R.G fortnightly net. So with City, the next one is on the 6th of the 5th, 2026 at 8:30 p.m. So of course, yeah, City needs his naps in the afternoon. So we've moved the net along and changed it to fortnightly. So of course, yeah, still on XLX042 when it's all up and running, and well, it is up and running. It's just a couple of the links have decided to play up today. So the main core of 042 is working. The link over to yeah, other places is working, and of course, yeah, all the other links were working in a way. It's just audio wasn't going the other way on one part of the network. So right, in the next night we have Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, N6 UTC from YouTube Land. So we've got that. We had Kilo 9 Whiskey Lima Whiskey. He just keyed up, but I think he was just listening. He's probably driving. GW5VOG Steve, M7EMH. Remember to catch him for his net. G0EUZ, we had you in spirit, even though you didn't get through to us. You must have been able to hear. G5 of Victor Whiskey Juliet James, he was able to hear as well. Same as G8OOS. Michael in life. So yeah, we got all those. Yeah, I was just reading the comment there. All those they can hear everyone. Yeah, 5 hotspots tried all. Appear to be working at my end, but not going through to at all. I can hear everyone now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But it's why we do these live streams as well, so you don't miss nothing. It goes out. So I will say 7 for real, and I'll catch you on the next one. And yeah, try and talk in XLX042 in the week. Of course, the problems will be sorted within 24 hours. So yeah, try and literally try and talk in the week. Try and just give a call out, and yeah, let's all get to know each other a little bit better. 7-3 from Mike 7, Charlie Sierra.